English with Moses.
Take your English to the next level.
Welcome back to your home of real English learning, where you learn English naturally through stories, emotions, and powerful lessons. Let me ask you something. Have you ever said phrases like, break the ice, love is blind, or all that glitters is not gold? What if I told you the man behind many expressions we still use today lived more than 400 years ago? A man born in a small town, with no internet, no technology, no modern schools, and yet his words survived centuries. That man was William Shakespeare. Imagine this. England in the 1500s, small streets, horse carts, cold weather, simple houses, and in a town called Stratford-upon-Avon, a young boy named William Shakespeare was growing up. Nobody knew that this ordinary boy would one day become one of the greatest writers in human history. Now here's something interesting. Shakespeare did not come from a rich family. He was not born famous, and unlike many powerful people of his time, he had a very normal beginning. But he had something special. A deep love for words, a passion for stories, a curiosity about human emotions, love, fear, jealousy, ambition, pain. He observed people carefully and transformed those emotions into unforgettable stories. But life was not easy. At one point, Shakespeare left his hometown and moved to London, a crowded city full of competition, and honestly, nobody was waiting for him there. He had to work hard, very hard, sometimes acting, sometimes writing, sometimes doing small jobs in theaters, and little by little, his talent began to shine. Then came the turning point. People started watching his plays, and they were amazed, not because the stories were perfect, but because they felt real. His characters sounded human. They made mistakes. They loved deeply. They dreamed. They suffered. And suddenly, Shakespeare became the voice of human emotion. He wrote legendary works like Romeo and Juliet, a tragic story of love, Hamlet, a story full of doubt and deep thinking, and Macbeth, a powerful story about ambition and destruction. These plays traveled across generations, across countries, across languages. But do you know what makes Shakespeare truly extraordinary? It's not only his stories, it's his contribution to the English language itself. Shakespeare helped shape modern English. He created and popularized hundreds of words and expressions that people still use today. Words like lonely, bedroom, fashion, addiction. Can you imagine that? One writer influencing the way millions of people speak English centuries later? That is powerful. And here's the lesson I want you to remember today. Greatness does not always begin with fame. Sometimes it begins quietly, with curiosity, with passion, with a simple love for learning and creating. Shakespeare didn't have a perfect life. He faced struggles, pressure, competition, but he continued writing, continued learning, continued believing in the power of words. And maybe that lesson is also for you. Right now, you are learning English, maybe slowly, maybe with mistakes. But every word you learn, every sentence you practice, is changing your future little by little. Language is powerful. It can open doors, build confidence, connect you to the world, and who knows, maybe one day your words will inspire someone too. So never underestimate the power of learning English, because words can survive generations, just like Shakespeare's words did. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you can continue learning real English naturally through powerful stories. I'll see you in the next episode.